Welcome back to the channel. It's Totally Cody here, back with another TV show reaction, and today we're going to be continuing The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with Season 1, Part 6. We are over halfway on this season, and I gotta say it's been a fun ride so far. It really, really has, okay? I am excited to see where this season ends and see where the beginning of the next one goes, so I'm just going to hop right into it. I want to let you guys know I'm so into this show that I've been binging it. I really have. This video and the last two videos that you guys have seen, I recorded in the same day. So I am just really invested in this show. So I hope you guys enjoy this reaction. If you'd like to watch my full-length reaction to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on my Patreon, go ahead and check for the link down in the description of this video, okay? Thank you guys so much for joining me, and now it's time to sit back, relax, and watch a TV show together. Let's go ahead and continue The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
G, helium, Li, lithium, Na, sodium, C, and zinc. Uncle Phil, please, do you mind turning the music back on? I'm trying to study.
Look, I'm expecting a very important client. We have a golfing date, and I'd appreciate it if you could study somewhere else.
What time is Jameson getting here, Philip?
What are you wearing, Vivian?
Excuse me?
That red blouse. That's Jameson's bad luck color.
Well, this happens to be my favorite blouse, so he can just go find himself another bad luck color.
Exactly.
Maybe he can pick one out of Uncle Phil's pants.
I know he's a little superstitious, but his big account helps to pay our little bills.
All set for a great game of golf, Dad.
Yo, Carlton, what is it, recess at the clown convention?
That's right. And by the way, Will, who cut your hair, Ray Charles?
Oh, that was actually a good one. Carlton kind of won that.
Humor him.
Mr. Jameson Whitworth.
Jameson, how are you?
Fine. Vivian, it's lovely to see you again.
And it's nice seeing you, Jameson.
Carlton?
How are you, Mr. Whitworth?
Not great. My caddy called me on the car phone a few minutes ago and canceled.
Oh.
I've learned my lesson. Never trust a Leo. You have a pair of lucky drawers.
Well, yeah.
So do I.
Well, this is all very interesting. Carlton, you can caddy for both of us. Shall we go, gentlemen?
Well, wait a second, Philip. I have a very good feeling about this. How would you like to be my caddy?
Yo, man, I ain't down with carrying nobody golf clubs.
It's $50 plus tip.
4?
This is the worst round of golf I've ever played.
Well, the green's a little wet today.
Ah! That's what's wrong.
What?
What? Oh, wow. Oh, he hit it good. Oh, he hit it good.
A hole in one. Did you see that, Will?
It's because your hat's turned to the side, man. You can see better.
No. There's more to it than that.
Jameson, let me buy lunch. A hole in one calls for a celebration.
I'll say.
Well, we'll have to make it quick, Philip. I've got to get back to the office. I'm making a major investment in Thornton Pharmaceuticals. Maybe I'll get lucky again, huh, Will?
Yeah, man, that's whack.
Whack. In what sense of the word?
Yo, man, I say you forget about the office, forget about that stock, just max and relax.
Huh?
Kick back and enjoy yourself, man. Go home and let your wife know she still got it.
You're right. Doggone it, you're right. Doggone it, I'm right.
Not Will fixing everybody's life. It's great.
Jameson made a hole in one, and he's really not a very good golfer.
What's his handicap, sir?
Isn't it obvious?
Everybody, the working girl is home.
What job do you
I
have?
love working in an art gallery. I'm learning so much. I just told my boss, teach me. I'm a blank slate.
Well, what exactly do you do in this job?
Well, this is a very exclusive art gallery, and so they're trying to maintain a certain atmosphere. So when customers come in the door, I ignore them. And if they
What?
ask me about a piece of art, I look right through them.
Hilary, it sounds like they hired you to be a snob.
Well, I guess they saw something in me.
Yeah, well, use your skills.
Mr. Whitworth.
Hello.
Jameson, this is a surprise.
Well, actually, Philip, I'm not here to see you.
I told you I impressed him, Ashley.
No, he's here for Will.
I'm here to see Will.
No, sir, my name is Carlton.
I know that. I'd like to see Will.
I'll get him.
Vivian, I brought this for you.
What is it?
It's a sprig of wolfbane. Hang it over your kitchen door and all will be well.
But Jameson, everything is fine in our kitchen.
You saved me a lot of money.
Word?
Oh.
On the golf course, you advised me not to buy Thornton Pharmaceuticals. The stock dropped 10 points today.
Jameson, I think maybe you're reading a little too much into this.
Yeah, man, I don't know nothing about stock. It was just luck.
Precisely. You're a good luck charm. I would have lost millions, but thanks to my yo homie here.
Oh, so what you're saying is thanks to me, you got lucky twice yesterday.
3 times.
Oh. He's got the moves.
You have a bright future, young man.
This is no fair.
There are many forces at work in the universe, Will. For example, the power in numbers. The 4 arms of the mutable cross, Virgo. When the moon is in the 7th house. The 6th ray energies, Saturn to Neptune. The 7th sun, born for good luck. All numbers.
Okay. I don't know where he went with it either. Don't ask.
Yeah, well. Jameson, why don't I fix you a drink?
Oh, I don't drink. I like to keep my mind clear.
I think he's cleared it out pretty well.
Will, when's your birthday?
July 3rd,
What year?
1973.
There you go.
So you were born on 7/3/73. My lucky number.
Jameson, that's just a coincidence.
Coincidence? I don't think so.
I was born August 4th, 1974.
A Leo? Will, I have an assignment for you. I want you to go through these files. They're about a company called Intermark.
Yo, man, you want me to read all this?
That's
I don't
not
know if he's
necessary.
qualified
Just
for
feel
that.
the pages. Tell me what kind of energy you get back.
Jameson, I have to say, this all sounds a little, well,
Insane.
unorthodox.
You don't know that you know. But believe me, you know.
No. He doesn't know.
Man, I don't know.
Exactly. We'll talk tomorrow. Philip, Vivian, have a nice day.
Why is that man running loose on the streets without medication?
He's a little eccentric, Vivian, but he has a brilliant financial mind.
Oh, he does. Philip, why don't you tell Will about Sparky?
I don't think we need to go into that.
Last year, Jameson was taking all of his stock advice from his dog.
That's untrue, Vivian. He only took tax advice from Sparky.
Then, last spring,
What the hell?
Sparky met with an untimely run-in with her milk truck, but of course
Oh.
that didn't stop Jameson from talking to him.
He had him stuffed and put in his office.
That's even worse.
Phil, why do you humor this guy, man? The planet he's on ain't even been discovered yet.
He's an important client, and he's just entrusted you with a very serious financial decision.
Your main man is in effect Mr. Whitworth.
Thank
What
you,
does that
Dennis.
even mean?
Will, come in.
Hey, what's going on, Jay? Hey, man, you know, I just wanted to come suck.
Something wrong, Will?
I'm a little pressed for time, so let's just get right to the point.
Excellent. All right, Will. Intermark Industries. Do we buy this stock or not?
Well, look, that's what I came to talk to you about.
Oh, not the dog looking
I
right
don't
at me.
think
Don't do
I'm in
that.
any position to give you financial advice. I'm only 17.
Did you say 17?
Here we go.
This machine gives me stock quotes. What price has Intermark been trading at all day?
17.
Done it again, Will. Buy me 1 million shares of Intermark Industries.
1 million.
Done.
Hey, you just bought 1 million shares of stock because I told you I was 17?
That's right.
Is this guy
Hey,
okay?
man, this is just one big coincidence. I mean, besides, I'm about to turn 18.
Did you say 18?
No.
Yes, you did. And look
Oh
at this,
no.
Will.
It's now at
The
18.
stock just went up to 18. You just made me $1 million. I can understand you being frightened by your powers, but there are forces at work in the universe beyond our understanding. Don't fight them, Will. Learn to accept them, and there'll always be a place for you here.
Oh God.
Carlton, get the camera. I want a picture of me opening my first paycheck.
Congratulations, baby.
That's wonderful.
But I feel like it's not gonna be good.
I'm so excited. Mom, Daddy, I'm gonna start paying my own way around here, and I won't accept no for an answer.
Well, you still owe me $5 for those magazines you bought.
Ashley, don't be petty. Here goes. Don't you all feel like a part of history? What? Federal taxes? This is an outrage. Did President Bush say no new taxes?
But federal taxes aren't new.
Well, they are to me.
Hilary, baby, taxes are taken out of everybody's salary. They pay for our highways, national defense, and housing programs.
I thought the government was supposed to pay for all that.
Yeah, with our taxes.
Okay, I know the solution. I'm going to demand a raise.
Hilary,
No.
you've only been there a week. Nobody starts at the top.
Yeah, lunch on the company yacht? Oh, yeah, that sounds great, Jameson. Let's say you have the limo pick me up, noonish. Yeah, all right. Peace back at you, babe.
Will, I want you to return all that stuff before the cops get here.
What are you tripping, man? Come on, Jay gave me all this stuff as a little thank you gift.
For what?
I made him $1 million.
Well, that may seem like a lot, Will, but wait till I take out all the taxes.
Will, how did you make Jameson $1 million?
Will, there's no such thing as good luck or bad luck.
Yes, there is. I've got bad luck.
Well, maybe.
You look
Blame the
handsome,
story
Will.
writers.
Nice suit.
Oh, you like it, Ash? Custom made, size 42, extra fly.
Will, you don't really think you're capable of giving financial advice, do you?
Aunt Viv, there are forces at work in this universe that are beyond our understanding. And if these forces want to give me a limo, a cellular phone, and an Armani suit, who are we to argue with them?
What are you doing?
I'm going to put an end to this. Yes, Philip Banks for Jameson Whitworth. Jameson. Yes, I've been talking to Will here, and first of all, I'd like to say he's very flattered. But it's a little risky having a high school student give financial advice, and as your lawyer, I'd advise you put an end to it.
Yo, Jay. What up, Coolie Bop? Really? Really? Well, yeah, well, if that's the way you want it, that's cool.
Something else happened.
Peace.
Well, what'd he say?
Uncle Phil, you're fired.
Oh! Oh my god, this guy is insane. Just a little.
So, is Mr. Whitworth ready to see us yet?
Well, he's still in there talking to his homie. You'll just have to chill.
All right. We can't afford to lose Whitworth's account. We need a game plan.
I thought we'd agreed on groveling.
Since my father founded the law firm, I can make an emotional plea. And Philip, you can remind him of all our dedicated service to his company.
What do I say?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You're only here because his lucky number is 3.
Of course.
Straight up, Pop. I'm sorry, but the aura is whack.
What did you say, Sparky?
He's talking? He hasn't talked in weeks.
You think it's a good idea to have the meeting?
Word?
Oh, there you have it. Sparky says have the meeting.
Well, all right. It's 2 against 1.
Gladys, send them in, please.
Jameson, good to see you.
Have a seat.
Will, excuse us, please.
He stays. So, lawyers are a dime a dozen.
There's some truth in that.
Oh my god, don't look at him like that. What did that man do?
Philip, you had an interesting point you wanted to make, didn't you?
Yes, Henry. Jameson, to elaborate on what Henry was saying,
What?
Uh-oh.
This is terrible.
Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
Uh-oh.
That was my broker. The Intermark stock is plummeting. It's already down 10 points. My God, it's already down to $6 a share. It's down to 5, 4, 3.
Hey, great! Hey, that's your lucky number.
I just lost a fortune. You owe me $14 million.
Oh!
Oh, here's 5.
This is serious, man. Don't you know anything?
No, how many times I have to tell you?
How did you tell me to buy that stock? Get out of my office.
Hey, don't you talk to him like that.
Excuse me?
It's your fault he's involved in this in the first place.
Literally.
And this isn't the first time that
And
your
you're the
craziness
adult.
has gotten us into hot water, Jameson. Last January, on my birthday, when I could have been at home with my wife and family, where was I? Stuck in the office, buried under paperwork, because Sparky chased a Buick, and you thought that was his way of trying to tell you to take over General Motors. I am through with your craziness. And if that means we lose a $20 million account, then so be it.
Jameson, I think that's Philip's way of saying I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
I had no idea your birthday was in January.
What?
You're a Capricorn. My horoscope says a Capricorn will lead me to prosperity. Philip, you're just the goat I've been looking for.
Oh, God.
Gentlemen,
This guy.
welcome back.
We need to have a talk, man. You and me just need to sit down, have a few beers, and chill.
I've always wished I had the nerve to tell off my employers.
This is the second time now, Jeffrey, that you said something out of
Dad,
pocket.
you've been a wonderful example for me. I mean, how much abuse can one person take for the sake of a job? There are lots of things about my boss that really bug me, and I've been putting up with them for a whole week.
Hillary, I don't want you to go screaming at your boss.
Can you?
Philip, I am really proud of you.
Well, life is too short to put up with the Jameson Whitworths of the world.
Yo, straight up, Uncle Phil. I can't believe that loon changed his mind just because you told him you were a Capricorn.
Your birthday's January 30th. You're an Aquarius.
Vivian, for a $20 million account, I'm a Capricorn.
Hey, Kellogg, how was your weekend? Complete disaster, Carlton. I took this girl to see New Kids on the Block, right? And all night she's saying to me, Donnie's so cute, Donnie's so sweet, Donnie's so hunky. I mean, what does Donnie have that I don't have?
Everything,
My
apparently.
guess is you don't have the right stuff.
Smith, you're late.
Sorry about that, Coach, but I just thought I'd run a few laps before class, you know. How about the old basketball team?
Good idea, Smith. Good way to stay ahead of the competition. We're not in the gym. Therefore, you are to refer to me by my official teaching name, Professor Smiley. And for that little slip of the tongue, 20 laps.
What the heck?
All right, men. Before we start the next chapter in our history books, I'm going to give back the pop quiz from Friday.
Well, I think I aced this one. How about you, Will?
Yeah, I think I did just fine.
Oh! Well, that's not good.
And the way that you write your A shows that you're intelligent and playful.
Wow, you can tell all that from just my signature?
Yep.
That's amazing.
Do me, do me.
Sign right there under Ashley. Well, the bold vertical strokes show that you're impulsive. The large capital letters show that you're committed. And the little smiley face you use to dot your I's shows that you got way too much time on your hands.
That's all true.
One look at my signature, and he deduced that I was valiant, ingenious, and have the strength of 10.
Hey, let me do yours, Uncle Phil.
Oh, Will, I don't believe in that nonsense.
I'd hardly call it nonsense.
If Jeffrey believes that everybody should.
How about you, Aunt Viv?
Sure, why not?
Oh, Will. This is always such a sad moment.
What is?
Getting you and Mom to sign this Hall of Shame history exam.
That's what it was.
History exam.
Sorry, Will. And I must say I found it very easy.
Carlton, Ashley, we'd like to talk to Will alone.
Not everybody does great at tests. You know, I didn't do great at test
Well, what
taking
is
either.
going on here? You do so well in English and math. How could you do so poorly in history?
I mean, we don't learn nothing about the black people in American history. I mean, if they taught that, then maybe I'd be more interested and work harder.
For the record, they still don't do that. Did you know? I knew that 10 years ago when I was in high school. They don't teach everything. They make Christopher Columbus look like a hero.
This does not excuse your bad grade, but I think you've made a good point about the curriculum.
So we all agree here? None of this is any of my fault? This has been a very productive meeting.
Stay put. Now, you brought up a valid point here. But if you want to learn black history, what are you going to do about it? Write a statement about why you think more black history should be added to the curriculum. and present it at next week's parent-teachers meeting. I'll go with you.
You will?
You will?
You will?
Carlton, go to your room.
Well, we learned about George Washington and Thomas Jefferson and all them other dudes that wound up on our money. But what about Martin Luther King and Crispus Attucks and all the other black people that made a difference in this country? It's sort of like when there wasn't no pictures of any brothers on the wall, you know, in Spike Lee's movie, Do the Right Thing.
I'm sorry, Mr. Smith. The last movie I saw was Dead Poet Society.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
With the right headmaster, that would have been a completely different story. Well, anyway, Coach Smiley, would you care to respond to Mr. Smith?
In my course, we are trying to condense 200 and, some odd years of history into 9 months of lessons. Obviously, we have to concentrate on some historical figures and exclude others. Second,
I don't know if I agree with that.
Our school has a fine library, or so I've been told, where any student who wants to can study more about black history.
Another good point.
We don't need your help, Peanut Gallery.
Unfortunately, the school rulebook clearly states that any request pertaining to curriculum changes be accompanied by
a petition signed by 150 student signatures, Article 4, Section
Oh, wow.
9.
He
Where'd you
got
get
him,
hold of that
too.
book? I mean, it certainly will take some time to revise the curriculum. I'm sure it'll be some while before we can find a teacher. So, unless there's any other new business...
Aunt
this meeting
Vivian.
is-
I hate to say this, Mr. Armstrong, but
Yes!
I mean like you're stalling.
Not at all, Mrs. Banks. We just want to make sure that the person we get is properly qualified.
For example, a college professor with a PhD who's taught black history and literature at the university level.
See you in a month.
All right, Carl, now that we're studying something I know about, I'm going to be the star of this class.
No, you're not. I am.
What, are you tripping? How you figure that?
Because the teacher's my mommy.
That doesn't matter.
Good morning, class.
Mom,
Look
I'd
at her
like to
showing up
welcome
all
you and
professional
say on
and
behalf
everything.
of the entire class, how happy we are to have you here.
What did you call me, Mr. Banks?
What I always call you, Mom.
Yeah, well,
My name is not Mom. My name is Professor Banks. Black American history gentleman. From Africa to slavery to the present. Now, we've all heard of Frederick Douglass, Martin Luther King, and Booker T. Washington. But black history includes a lot of people whose names and faces aren't remembered today. Follow the drinking gourd.
I've heard this song.
Follow the drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. For the old man's waiting for to carry me to freedom.
Take it away, Aunt Vivian.
Now, what do you suppose the purpose of that song was?
Let me handle this one. For those of you unfamiliar with these spirituals, allow me to explain. The slaves used to sing them to keep their spirits up and their minds on God in the face of all the oppression that they suffered.
That was very well put, Mr. Smith, but you're wrong.
I beg your pardon?
There's more to it than that. Probably.
That song was written to be used as a secret code of the Underground Railroad. Well, first of all, can anyone tell me what the Underground Railroad was?
Now, this one I know.
Even
The
I know
Underground
this.
Railroad was a group of people that led the slaves to freedom.
And when was it established?
During slavery.
Yeah, what year? What year, Will? Come on. If I know it, you
That
should
was
know
about
it.
250 years, Mr. Smith. Care to narrow it down a bit?
What do you mean, right now?
Come on,
It was
man.
established during the 1840s. Harriet Tubman, an ex-slave,
Yep.
was one of the leaders. Now, these gospel songs were actually secret messages sent to tell the runaway slaves how to get to freedom. For example, the drinking gourd referred to the Big Dipper. Along the route, they would meet with the abolitionist and escape to freedom.
Well, that's what I meant.
Could you teach us one of the songs, Professor?
Well, here's one called Wade in the Water. Now, this song
Oh, I
told
know
the
that
runaway
song,
slaves
too.
that the best escape route was along the river. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Everybody join in now. Wade in the water. Come on now.
Wade! I didn't say swim, I didn't say backstroke, I said wade!
Okay, next week's assignment will be a report on the Port Royal experiment and the Penn School, written by Mr. Smith.
Who, me?
This course was your idea, Mr. Smith. I think it only fitting that you be given the honor of the first assignment. Mr. Smith will write the first half of the report. The second half will be written by Mr. Banks.
Who, me?
I expect it to be at least 15 pages, typed double-spaced, with footnotes and the bibliography.
Oh, wow.
This course was a brilliant idea, Will.
15 pages.
Your mom.
Hey, you know what? On a serious note, I don't know what the the unanimous consensus is, but the movie Harriet Tubman, or I think it was just called Harriet, came out a couple years ago. It's actually a very good movie for anybody that wants something that was mostly accurate. I mean, Hollywood's not exactly all that accurate to begin with, but something that actually depicts as much as they could. I mean, you can't put a lot of graphic stuff like that in movies, but the movie about Harriet Tubman, that I'll get back to you guys about the title. But it came out, I think, in like 2019 or something like that. I remember going to theaters to see it with a friend of mine, and it was very good. It was very, in the sense of, you know, being historical and understanding everything that happened and what everybody went through. I like this episode because I don't know what public schools do now, but I know when I was in school, they didn't teach all this stuff. They didn't teach Black History. And when they had Black History Month, they very rarely covered it then. And that's like the month to do it. But, you know, I think Black history is history. It's something everybody should learn. It shouldn't just be, you know, for a single group or anything like that. It should be for everybody. Everybody should learn all of history. The good, bad, the ugly. I mean, our forefathers were not exactly the nicest of people. Not really. Some of them were. But, like, most of them weren't. And I'm fine with saying that. I don't care. I don't care. But it's very important. It's something that everybody should learn. This is stuff that every single child should grow up learning. It's like learning about 9/11 for those that were not alive during that time. I was like 5. But, like, my point being, like, everybody should learn it. It's the same principle applies, you know? So yeah, go see that movie if you haven't seen that movie. It's very good.
Extra work for you means extra work for me. Excuse me. Dibs on the tall one. Excuse me, miss. Maybe you can help me out here. I seem to have lost all the feeling in my lips.
I'm Carlton Banks.
That's right. The Carlton Banks. So, y'all want to slide out of here and get a little something to eat?
Sure. Okay.
Well, Carlton, I've been looking for you. I think class went pretty well today, don't you?
Yeah, gotta go.
Oh, just a second. I've got something for you. Now, this book will help you with your research paper. Are you listening to me?
Of course. You were talking about the Penn School.
What did I say about the Penn School?
It's right around the corner from the pencil school?
Uh-huh.
Well, thanks, Mom.
Oh, Carlton. Now, hurry up. We're going to the library.
Dang.
The tall one really liked me.
And now we'll never know.
Jeffrey, I'm going on my first job interview at an art gallery, and I need some advice. I mean, you've been on a lot of job interviews before, haven't you?
Why, yes, Miss Hilary.
Wait, you
I've
left
got
the
a
other
fine
job? I'm
entire life.
confused.
Really? I've been trying to prepare for this interview, but every time I think about it, I get really, really nervous. I mean, like, what do they ask you at these things?
Miss Hilary, it's nothing to be nervous about. Just a few simple questions. And what are your qualifications to work in an art gallery?
Well, I'm like, an art gallery to me is like, well, you know, it's like, okay, when I walk into an art gallery, it's like, I mean, okay, if I had to choose, all right, leave me alone.
You're hired.
Yo, G, is Aunt Viv here?
Yes, she's in the kitchen. Shall I call her?
Hi, guys. How's that history class coming?
fine.
Yeah,
fine.
decent, I guess.
How are you doing with your term papers and your reading assignments and your economic graphs of the cotton industry?
Dad, if you don't mind, we'd rather not talk about history class.
Okay, suit yourself.
She's driving us crazy. Last night I had a dream that I went to the prom with Harriet Tubman.
Oh my God.
Well, I saw this coming. You thought you were going to get a free ride in that history class, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
I sure did.
Well, I don't have any sympathy for either one of you.
Look, Uncle Phil, for her own good, you have to warn her. If she keeps being so tough, the whole class is going to revolt. I can see it in them kids' faces. They on the edge.
Hush. Hush.
She's already got a one over.
Professor Banks, before we make our presentations, we have something to say to you. A bunch of us were at Chadney's house the other night making our extra credit dioramas, and we started talking, and we agreed that it was a shame that you're going to leave at the end of the month.
Oh, yeah, terrible.
That's
a shame.
Whack. We came up with this. It's a petition for you to become our permanent history teacher.
Oh, but she has a job.
I'm overwhelmed. This is very flattering.
According to the school rulebook, we need 150 signatures, and so far we've collected 148.
Oh man. Oh man. It's gonna come down to them.
It would be fun if the two signatures to put it over the top were Will and Carlton.
After you, Will.
No, you go ahead first.
I insist.
She's your mom.
Come on, guys.
I'm very touched that you want me to stay, but I don't think the university would approve.
But I don't see why.
Now, let's get back to work. Mr. Fletcher, would you care to give your report, please?
I think you guys hurt her feelings with that, though.
Hi there, Aunt Viv.
What are you doing? Yeah, maybe you can tell us more about Harriet Tubman.
Yeah, I never get enough of her.
I think you did get enough. You certainly thought 1 month was enough.
Mom, I'm sorry if I wasn't as enthusiastic as the rest of the guys. You're a great teacher. It's just, well, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but you made our lives a living nightmare.
My God. It was not that bad.
Now, how did I do that?
I mean, you gave us all that extra work. You made us do all those reports.
I didn't hear any complaints from the rest of the class.
That's because you were harder on the two of us.
I'm
Maybe.
sorry you
I don't
felt
know.
I was being hard on you. But I thought that the two black students would actually want to get the most out of the course.
I guess we didn't think about it that way.
Mom,
Yes.
this whole ugly episode, it's not going to affect my grade, will it?
Seriously? That's all you're worried about?
Will, there's one thing I've been wondering.
What's that?
Why did you want a course in Black history in the first place?
Because I'm interested in it.
Are you really?
Of course.
Well, you didn't seem too happy about all the work I was giving you. I mean, weren't you the one who said that if you were really interested in something, you'd study hard?
I read the autobiography of Malcolm X 3 times.
And that makes you a serious student on Black history.
That's a very important book.
Well, baby, you can read that book. You can wear the T-shirts, you can put up the posters, and you can shout the slogans. But unless you know all the history behind it, you're trivializing the entire struggle.
Wow.
Now, you started something very good here. But it's up to you, baby, to follow through on it.
Yo, I'm telling you, Ash, this is the perfect thing for Granny's visit. Look, we enter here, we go past the llamas and the giraffes, take a look at the monkey house, and then end with a ride on the Ferris wheel. Yo, man, what's up?
We're going to pick Grandma up at the airport in a minute. I don't think she'll want to hear that garbage when she gets here.
Carlton, the reason you don't like the music is because you can't dance.
Oh, really?
Okay. Not bad.
In your face. get an A in my English midterm, and the A- was in math. What a crazy week that was. So anyway, that takes us up to the spring quarter. That's when I...
Worked hard, got good grades, made the honor roll, the end.
Hey, Granny!
Oh, Will as handsome as ever.
Oh, Grandma, as generous as ever.
Granny, did you notice how Carlton's grown? He's almost into adult sizes.
Well, congratulations, dear. Us country folks don't go running off to the doctor at every sneeze, sniffle, or broken bone. We are not the spendthrifts you are, Zeke.
Zeke? Man, that one always kills me, man. Hey, Granny, I love when you come to visit. Oh, yes, sir. I will be getting a frame for this one.
Patty?
Oh. Oh, honey, you are younger and prettier every time I see you. You could enter a beauty contest.
Oh, Grandma. Really? I never gave it much thought.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Just think, Hilary, for the talent portion, you could twirl a checkbook.
Jeffrey?
Yes, madam?
Ashley and I are going to be doing some art. So we're going to need 50 popsicle sticks, 2 bags of macaroni wheels, and lots of glitter.
I'm way ahead of you, madam. In anticipation of your visit, I have saved 24 egg cartons.
I know we all have plans for Grandma, but let's let her relax a little bit first.
Oh, sweetie, I feel fine.
Well, maybe so, Mama, but while you're here, I want you to take it easy. You are not to lift a finger. We're going to treat you like a queen.
You said the magic word.
What is happening?
Excuse me.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Did I just win the Kentucky Derby?
Mr. Banks instructed me to keep you warm at all times.
Well, why don't you just light me on fire?
Hey, Granny, what you doing?
Nothing much, I'm afraid. Your uncle gave me this book of find the word puzzles. So I found all the words. Now what I do with them?
I mean, Granny, you shouldn't just be sitting here. I mean, you should do something you like doing. Like, I don't know, baking me a sweet potato pie.
Baby, much as I'd like to, I think your uncle wants me to stay put.
See, now that's your first mistake. See, he tells me all kinds of stuff to do, and I never listen to him. And I'm a better person for it.
There's no one that gets your sap rising?
My God.
Well, there is this girl named Tanya. I met her at the mall. She works in one of them fancy men's stores where even the underwear comes from Europe. And I just don't know if she'd go out with anybody in local draws.
Now, Petunia had 2 bulls liking her. One a big, strong Angus with a chest wide as a Chevy.
Oh, that one's me, right?
Sure.
The other one was a slim, handsome Jersey, a real lady's bull.
Ah, word to Granny, that one's me, right?
So, come fall, she ups and picks the Angus. See?
No.
No.
I didn't get
By
that.
then, breeding season was over.
Maybe if you changed it to cats or something?
I didn't know Leonard Nimoy even sang.
That was very thoughtful, Carlton.
Thank you.
I smell something funny.
It smells like pine or something.
I smell it too. I think it's coming from in the kitchen.
Uh-oh.
What is that smell?
Watch your step. The floor is wet.
Mother, what are you doing?
I'm picking apples from a cherry tree. What does it look like I'm doing? I'm giving your floor a good hand scrubbing.
Jeffrey?
Sorry, sir, but she threatened me with a whooping.
But Hattie, it seems like you're back to your old self. I have an idea for this afternoon. Now, I know how proud you are of your azalea bushes. Why don't we go to the botanical gardens and see how theirs stack up?
I'll get my sweater.
Why? Mom, are you cold?
Sir, I already set the thermostat on 80 as you requested.
Oh, my God.
The candles are starting to melt.
I just wanted my sweater because we're going to the gardens.
Well, we can go to the garden later this week. I want you to get settled in.
I am more settled than a big old box of Raisin Bran.
Why is he so worried? He
Mama,
wasn't worried
don't
last
excite
time
yourself.
she came.
Why don't we all take a dip in the pool?
Sounds good.
Great. That way we can all get out of the house and let Mama take a nap.
But I want to swim too.
You shouldn't swim when you're getting over the flu, Mama. Now, we'll
What
see you
is
after
going
your nap.
on here? Phil, it's not that serious. She's okay.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing. And your uncle aims to keep it that way. Oh, I know he means well, but a body has to feel useful.
Useful? Yo, you know that girly advice you gave me? Well, I ain't remember it exactly, but I just walked up to her. I said, hey, Tanya, bulls and cows need to get together before it starts snowing.
That's the gist of it.
And she understood that.
Of course, I don't have a date for the concert tonight.
Who's playing?
Heavy D.
Ooh, I love him.
You do?
Who doesn't like Charlie Daniels?
This is another Heavy D, Granny. Here,
Yeah.
maybe if I play this tape for you.
Not bad. Can't understand what he's saying, but he does have a beat to it. What kind of dance you do to this?
Hey, you trust me on this one, Granny. It's very complicated. It takes a lot of hard study and dedication to learn.
I feel like she's gonna
Honey,
get
I
it.
ain't got that kind of time.
You getting there, you getting there.
Woo! This kind of dancing works for quite an appetite. What say I make us some flapjacks?
Will, why are you playing that music? Grandma's supposed to be resting. You're grounded.
Grounded?
What
All I
the
did was
heck
play
is
some
going
music
on here?
loud. Sounds more like a no dessert offense, isn't it?
You heard what I said.
That's not fair, though.
All right, Uncle Philip. I got
Like at all.
backstage passes to the Heavy D concert. Now you say yourself how awful rap music is.
Nice try, Will.
Oh, don't get so worked up, Zeke. I was just having fun.
Mama, a woman your age should not be dancing around.
Boy, don't you tell
How
me
old
what
is
to do.
she? She's not broken.
Well, I'm sorry, Mama. I was just trying to look out for you. Will, no more horsing around.
Will, no more horsing around.
That boy's about as much fun as day-old oatmeal.
I noticed that. Well, Granny, since we both kind of grounded, hey, you want to go upstairs and slam our bedroom doors and throw things?
A woman my age shouldn't be dancing. We'll see about that.
I can't believe I'm not going to that concert.
Oh,
You
he's
are
going.
to that concert.
And she's gonna go with.
I am?
That's right. With me.
Sneaking out? You?
Honey, you are looking at a woman who has snuck out to more barn dances, hay rides, and midnight skinny dip than a chicken has pets.
Oh my. Okay.
Yo, well, yeehaw!
Got me a couple of extra pillows. Like to turn in early at my age.
Oh, would you like some hot chocolate?
Oh, Lord, no. Don't need the stimulation.
Well, good night.
Good night, honey.
She's gonna put those pillows on the bed. Oh God.
That was close. But I was cool.
Good work, 0070. Now, here's the plan. The concert starts at 8. My friend Jazz will meet us at the corner at 7. But you gonna be ready to go?
Oh, honey, no problem.
Oh wow.
Good, you'll blend in.
Now, I bought these pillows to put them in our bed so they think we're sleeping.
Ain't my brother. For the last time, she is not Queen Latifah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, finally we're here. Hey, you know what? For a minute, I thought Uncle Phil saw us out that window.
Now, don't you start treating me like an old person. What do we do first?
All right, well, first we buy some T-shirts, then we get something to eat.
Good idea. I think we can both use some chili dogs with lots of cheese. Listen, I'm paying.
Granny, that marriage proposal still stands.
Will!
How could he still be sleeping?
Look at this. I can't believe how low Will was stooped to deceive you. I mean, with this tape, who knows how many times he could sneak out of the house for a whole night completely unnoticed.
Carlton.
Mom, do you think Will and Grandma are all right?
I don't understand. Where would they be at this hour?
The Heavy D concert. I accidentally overheard Will on the phone when I was trying to clean my receiver.
Will probably dragged my mother with him. I'm going down there.
Nah, she wanted to go.
It's a rap concert.
$10 for a T-shirt. That boy must be crazy.
Still ain't sure how you managed to get it for $1.25 and a picture of Grandpa.
I've been thinking, maybe we should call home. I know how it is. I've been a parent.
I'm sorry to bother you. Miss Fitzgerald? I'm a big fan of yours. I was wondering if you'd have your picture taken with me.
Come on, man. She is not
Ever too busy for a fan.
Let's hurry up. This is weird. I mean, can you believe how these kids dress? It's beginning to get to me.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's getting to you.
Excuse me a moment. I just need...
Carlton, you don't have a shot, man.
Pardon me. Have you seen a young kid in wild, colorful clothing with an earring in his ear and the sides of his head shaved?
That's a lot of people.
You better get to your seat. The concert's about to start.
I'm not here to see some stupid concert. Never mind, I'll find him myself. She couldn't have gotten too far.
Oh no. He's going to the stage. Oh my God, Uncle Phil. What just happened there, buddy?
When the crowd saw he wasn't Heavy D, they was upset. Yo, on the serious tip, Uncle Phil, I think you had the shortest rap career in history.
But I do feel bad. All the trouble we caused you.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
you wanted to go to the
Me too.
concert.
Y'all should have seen Granny. She was great. She climbed down from the second-story window, right? Then she ran to Jazz's car. Then she helped push it up the hill when it stalled.
You know, Philip, I think you're right. I don't think Hattie's up to seeing those azaleas tomorrow.
Why, I sure am. And after that, Hilary, you and I are going to get those facials. And then, Ashley, baby, you and I are going to make us some macaroni rain hats.
Great! Good night, Grandma.
Good night, precious.
Well, Grandma, after all that activity, you're gonna need a rest.
That's when you can tell me more about your schoolwork, dear.
Excellent. Hey, you know, Granny, you was a great date tonight.
Well, you showed me a great time. And to thank you, tomorrow I'm gonna bake you a sweet potato pie.
But, I mean, look on Granny, I don't think you should be waking up all early, you know? Let's get started on it now.
Oh, don't go giving me that look, Zeke. That's the same look you give me at the county fair when I wouldn't let you climb up the greasy pole. Now, you're not all that mad with me, are you?
Well, Mama, yes, I am. I try to set some rules down for Will, and you undermine my authority.
How many adults you tell take a nap?
Well, Mama, I was just worried about you.
Why, though?
Fine, baby.
I know. When you had the flu and I talked to you on the phone, it sounded so small. I just want you to live a long time.
I get that.
Then, Zeke,
Let her live.
let me live.
All right, so that was part 6 of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air season 1. Gotta say, pretty great episodes. I think that the episode 18 and 17 were probably my favorite ones out of the 3 here. Episode 17 touched on a really important issue that I really don't know if school districts are even teaching Black History, besides, you know, some stuff in Black History Month, but I don't know if they're doing it now. I know when I was in school, they didn't really teach much of it. So it was cool to see Will stand up for the fact that he wanted to learn more of that. And then it was awesome because Vivian then decided she wanted to be the teacher for it. So it was really cool to see that balance there. Now, episode 18 also touched on a very important issue of, you know, Phil is very protective of his mother, and that's, you know, that's something I think a lot of us can relate to. But I think that, you know, Grandma had like a whole point to that, you know, let her live. Let her do what she's gonna do, because until she's sick and dying, like, she's got a good run going. And she wanted to have fun at the concert. That's why she went there with Will. So I just think that these episodes are really good. They keep on building on each other. I love the comedy and I love the serious moments. They kind of get really equal with both ways of going with the story. So I hope you guys enjoyed that reaction. If you'd like to watch my full-length reaction to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on my Patreon, go ahead and check the link down in the description of this video, okay? Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you all next time. Remember, everybody, stay totally terrific. Bye.